Chuck was known as one of the best wave surfers in the world. The ocean was his home. Massive waves were a part of his adventurous life. One day, he learned that an unprecedented wave would form off the coast of Hawaii, so he grabbed his surfboard and dove into the water. As he approached the wave, his heart began to race. When he reached the peak of the wave, a massive whirlpool appeared beneath the water and pulled Chuck in. Underwater, in those moments where time and space seemed to vanish, Chuck was swept away into unknown depths. When he surfaced, he found himself facing the greatest discovery of his life, Atlantis. Atlantis was not the vast city described in legends, but it was a mesmerizing place with its ancient beauty and peaceful atmosphere. Chuck rubbed his eyes. He couldn't believe what he saw. Huge columns, magnificent temples covered in green plants, and houses floating above the water. No one had noticed him. The people of Atlantis were a civilization that lived hidden from the modern world, enjoying a life of peace. Chuck decided to explore the city without being caught. He navigated the waterways, hiding in secret corners, and managed to live in Atlantis for a day. Every corner of the city was filled with another mystery. However, the greatest mystery appeared when he found himself sitting by a lake. At that moment, he realized he was not alone. A beautiful young woman was meditating by the water's edge. Her deep, calm breath captivated Chuck. He wanted to meet her and learn the secret of this mysterious place. Gathering his courage, Chuck approached the woman. When their eyes met, the attraction between them was palpable. The young woman spoke to him in Atlantis' native language, but even though Chuck didn't understand the words, he sensed a spiritual connection. Her name was Elias. She was part of the peaceful life in Atlantis and asked Chuck if he wanted to stay there. That night, under the stars, Chuck and Elias grew closer together. The attraction between them transformed into a captivating love. Chuck felt the deep tranquility of Atlantis in Elias' arms. They both wished that this moment would last forever. However, Chuck knew he couldn't stay there. Although he didn't want to say goodbye to Elias, he missed his life and freedom in the world outside. The people of Atlantis realized he was there the next morning, and having a stranger among them would be dangerous. They decided to erase Chuck's memory to protect their peace and secrecy. Elias didn't want Chuck to leave, but she respected his decision. She hugged Chuck one last time and looked into his eyes, saying, "I will always remember you." However, Chuck would never remember these words. The people of Atlantis performed an ancient ritual to erase Chuck's mind and sent him back to the ocean. When Chuck opened his eyes, he found himself on a sandy beach in Hawaii. He looked around. Everything felt surreal, like a beautiful dream. It seemed he had lived the most wonderful moments of his life, but now he thought it was just a dream. However, the small, shimmering seashell he held stopped him in his tracks. He had found this shell during his dream while with Elias. Was it all a dream, or had Chuck truly been in Atlantis? He would never know the answer to this question, but deep in his heart, he would always feel the warmth of that night and Elias. The end.